Have you ever tried to say something personal online? Maybe you shared a take that felt kind of raw, or a movie that made you feel seen, a lyric that hit way too close to home, or maybe you just wanted to talk about something that hurt you. And the response? It's not that deep. Just 4 words. Harmless, right? Wrong. Just because a girl wants to share that the Scooby-Doo live-action movie saved her life doesn't mean it's not deep. But anyways, that sentence just kind of flattens everything that I'm trying to say. It makes me feel a little dramatic and a little embarrassed that I even shared anything. And God, is it everywhere. TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, even in real life. It's really not that serious. It's a joke. Calm down. The Scooby-Doo live action movie isn't even that good. All crazy takes. You've seen it. You've probably said it. But when did caring about something become embarrassing? Why does thinking, feeling, analyzing make us feel so nervous? Guys, we don't need to act like we're in grade 7, getting our parents to drop us off 2 blocks from school because we're too embarrassed to let our friends know that we have parents. So today we're talking about a mindset that's made its way through jokes, comments, and casual eye rolls. A mindset that makes it cool to be distant, detached, and not that deep. And how it's changing how we express emotion, how we react, and how we connect with one another. Because sometimes it is that deep. Oh, and wait, before we get too deep, pun intended, if you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Isabella, and it's lovely to have you. I usually make weird little videos where we slowly lose our minds, but together as a family. Anyways, glad you're here, and let's get into it. It feels like sometime in the last 5 years, chill became the only socially acceptable personality trait. I remember in middle school, I used to do the TBH and rates on my Instagram story, and I used to get the 7 out of 10, don't know you, but you seem chill, and I was like, yes. Or have you ever seen someone try to explain a complicated thought on TikTok, and the comments are just like, I'm not reading all that, and it's 1 paragraph? Okay. I feel like people pre-apologize for feeling vulnerable now. You'll hear stuff like, okay, this is gonna sound corny, or this probably sounds dumb, but come on guys, we're just giving the creepy incels what they want. But we aren't sincere, which just sucks to watch unfold online. And I think this happened because sincerity requires vulnerability, and vulnerability requires risk. And we are so bad at taking emotional risks now. Like the Barbie movie. It comes out and half the people I talk to are just like, it's not that deep, it's just dolls. But then also, millions of people walked out of the movie theaters crying because of that movie. Because it is that deep. And maybe sometimes when people say it's not that deep, they're not trying to be mean. Although they usually are. I think it's just easier than actually engaging, because if it is that deep, maybe that means something about them, something that they have to unpack. Maybe they relate in a way that they don't want to admit. And it's easier to laugh something off than admit you saw yourself in something. And I think that's a big part of it. Saying something is not that deep doesn't always mean it's shallow. Sometimes it means I'm not ready to go there, and that's all right. But have you ever tried to have a serious conversation with someone and they're just fully giving you back the energy of you're so dramatic? I feel like that's kind of the same thing, fear of depth, fear of complexity, of feelings that take more than 30 seconds to understand. And that makes relationships harder and friendships shallower, because we're all too scared to say what we want, what we need, what actually hurts. I don't know, I just feel like we're not straight with each other. And I am so not an exception to this, okay? I literally do this all the time. I'll be going through something genuinely difficult, and instead of telling someone, I'll just send someone something and be like, LOL me, which is fine. Humor is a coping mechanism. I am not shy to that. But when humor kind of becomes the entire conversation, it kind of stops being a coping mechanism and kind of becomes a distraction. There's a difference between laughing at your pain and turning everything into a bit. And genuinely, I am not telling anybody how to cope with their trauma. Trust me. Maybe this is just a note to myself. You need therapy. But that's what you guys are for. And honestly, I can't blame people for being so emotionally closed off, because I feel like the second you say anything that's meaningful online, it's open season. And the TikTok comments are this feels performative. God forbid I like something. Also, quick detour. Can we talk about how it's not that deep is just the most annoying kind of emotional gatekeeping? Like, who decided how deep something's allowed to be? You freak? Who made the rule that all these things can't be personal to that person? Like, if a girl wants to say that SpongeBob helped her through her traumatic times as a child, you don't have to comment, girl, it's a cartoon. I'm pretty sure she knows. To be honest, sometimes silly things unlock something real. A joke, a lyric, a random scene from a movie that you haven't seen in like a couple years, it can still be deep, luckily. Meaning doesn't have to be pre-approved by a 27-year-old who doom scrolls for a living. And Instagram, okay? Kind of side tangent, but I feel like Instagram used to be the place where you like shared everything. You shared every thought, every quote, every lyric, anything that really made you feel something. And I feel like that's how social media first started. It was more about like shit posting everything and I don't know, just having fun. And then suddenly social media was kind of this curated, detached, unhappy place where everybody had to like look really cool and emotionally beige. Like long captions. Did I see an emoji in your caption? Nuh-uh. Ew, you're posting every single day? I miss shit posting, guys. And you might be saying, Isabella, you're a hypocrite. You haven't posted in a month and a half. Okay. Well, I have an excuse. I deleted Instagram 2 weeks ago. But honestly, it's been great. Like, I'm going on runs, guys. I'm going on bike rides. I'm reconnecting with nature. You know, maybe it was all 'cause that damn phone. And I know what comments I'm gonna get already. It's not that deep, just do what you want. I know, but if you couldn't tell, I am a girl who just got her feelings hurt by someone saying it's not that deep to her, and I get to rant about it. But yeah, I know this isn't the most groundbreaking topic in the world, but I just kept seeing it everywhere and I realized how often I do it to myself. How many times I stop myself from saying something because I don't want to seem like I'm doing too much, which is unfortunate because I am always doing way too much. Anyways, hi, I'm Isabella and thank you for listening and joining me today. Thank you guys for all the love on my last video. I love reading your guys' comments. You guys are so smart and I'm truly blessed to have you guys. I'm so happy. But anyways, if you like today's video, you should hit that like button because it really helps me out. If you ever have any ideas of specific topics you'd like me to cover or things you want me to talk about, you could always leave them in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. And yeah, thank you guys for being here again. And if you had fun this week, you should subscribe because I guarantee you'll have fun next week because I do post weekly every single Monday. Anyways, love ya, great to see ya, and I will see you next week. Bye.